Alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games, powered by the Power 9 podcast. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside Ben,
Yes.
Jamin Huang,
No. Only my mom calls me that.
Bin Jamin.
Benjamin?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, Huang Bin Jamin.
Yeah,
You convert?
I'm Mubarak, everyone. So Keith Tan is a regular here, and he's playing a deck that a lot of you will find familiar from last round.
I think a lot of you who do play Modern will find very, very
But I
familiar
think
at all the
Vincent De
tables.
Mesa is playing a deck that we haven't really seen a lot of on camera, but which is really popular. I think at the GP level, it's the 8-whack or Goblin Bushwhacker Zoo deck. It just aims
nice.
to play out his hand and just overwhelm you, which is really good against a deck that is, just playing 0-1s but not so
and
good against a
once-
deck that's playing 0-5s.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true. Although you're playing the 8-whack deck, it also has the ability to remove creatures
Through Path to
via
Exile.
Path of Exile.
Isn't that the
or
game, Path of Exile?
Path to
The-
Exile,
yeah.
right?
The
Is that a game
Diablo-esque-
called Path
yeah,
of Exile?
It's called Path of Exile. It's like a Diablo-esque kind of like
Okay.
grindy,
Yeah.
45-degree angle RPG, action RPG.
Third person action RPG. With the game
Look at
mechanic
you
of
and
kill more things, get better loot.
Look at
Kill-
you and your fancy literary terms.
Yeah, hey, come on, man. E3 is going on this week. Any of you in the States watching or paying attention to E3?
If they're
Wow.
awake now,
Yeah. No, well, it's 8 o'clock. It's the start of the
Start of the day,
next day.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
you're on your way to E3, you just have to get your share of Magic coverage, and you
Yeah.
chose Grey Games,
But if you're driving, please just switch it off. Like don't
Yeah, D2. Yep, exactly.
Dill and Grim Dawn style of game.
PoE
Oh,
is a
D2,
famous
D3.
poet also.
Yeah. Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm gonna
old school reference.
You're gonna Edgar Allan poke you. Okay, so Vincent's hand. I think Vincent's mount to 6. It looks like 6.
Yeah.
He has, he's gonna lead off with Experiment 1, which is pretty decent. I don't think it gets that much higher than 3 in this deck.
No, I
And
don't
the
think
only
so,
way
like,
it gets to 3 is Wild Nakato.
Wild Nakato, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's still it's still a green 2-drop.
Oh no, you can play
Green
Cut
1-drop.
Apes. You can
You can
play
play-
Cut Apes.
Yeah, but Kadib only takes it up to.
Oh no, it does take it up to 3.
Oh, because
The
power and
toughness.
toughness.
Yep,
You're right.
Power
You're right.
and toughness.
Yeah. Evolve, an awesome mechanic from the Gate Crash set.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith, playing Abzan Coco. Keith and I played an amazing game against each other, I think a few months ago, and I wish it was caught on camera. It was back and
Oh,
forth. I was playing Jun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But yeah, Vincent going to lead off with, he's probably going to Burning Tree Emissary into that Kadib and
Kadib,
hit
yeah.
for 3, right?
That'll be the fastest way to get in some
Yeah.
damage. Right now, the deck doesn't play any hand disruption, which means that you probably need to just go fast and
Mhm.
beat in. Hopefully, get a Goblin Bushwhacker.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
just throw a wrench in his plans with a timely Path to Exile. Or,
Yeah. And we see there Vincent just taking all the damage because he does want the Wild Nakato to be a 3/3 when it lands on the board.
Any suggestions on another split card?
To pair with Goblin Dark Dwellers.
How about some of the ones from
Ravnica.
from the new set
Well,
from
both,
Dragon's Maze.
you could play maybe the
Yeah.
what's
Blood.
the blue red? The,
Blue
yeah,
red. I was thinking
blue-
of the.
Sorry, the blue black. Breaking and entering.
Why would you play that in a red
I
green?
don't know. No, you can
red
make him
green deck.
discard some. You can make him discard something.
So he has
Go on.
that whole board building thing, and he's threatening to attack for 8 next turn with Taka's
building.
command in his hand.
Board building thing.
Yeah, Which-
Attack for 8
I mean,
and then that still bolt
with
you
a
for 3 in the face.
yeah, and pump all your guys for 1, so he could potentially deal 14 next turn. So if there's any kind of misstep on Keith's part, like he plays a fetch land and gets a shock, Vincent
that's
is
gonna be really
pricing
tough, yeah.
him into. Yeah, and he's gonna play a fetch land. I'm not sure about the shock. Ooh,
Ouch.
Keith looks to have a beautiful looking deck as well, with a Oh, he has.
or foil Noble
So
Hierarch.
Vincent has what is traditionally a good card against burn or red decks with Spellskite.
Spellskite, yeah.
But what Vincent is unfortunately Keith has the good card. What Vincent has is Ataka's command, and what Keith is gonna find out is unfortunately that when you give all your creatures +1/+1,
They
not
all
even
go-
Spellskite can stand in their way.
And one of the mode on Ataka's command is that it allows you to deal to the the opponent
So
or each opponent. It doesn't target
he's
your opponent. So
Going to 16, meaning that if Vincent attacks with everything and no blocks, and
he's dead. No,
well,
he's
yeah.
down to 2.
yeah,
Maybe
well
down
then
to
when
1,
if
2,
Vincent
3,
goes for
9.
it, he's playing the Viserys here. Okay, so
Okay.
at least an initial blocker. But if Vincent goes for it, that means that the Spellskite is effectively dead without the Hierarch being untapped.
Yeah.
Because he means that he can just play a lightning bolt and hit dome him. Which
Ouch, which I think he does
I
have.
think he just drew a whacker. Is that a whacker? Ewan McGregor says 10 years from now there'll be no boys, no girls, just whackers.
When did he say that?
Train Spotting as Mark Renton. For those of you who are old enough to have watched that show.
Man, trains. Oh, goodness.
But yeah, so Vincent probably drew a bolt, I think, because if not, you would just have overwhelmed the board with your Bushwhacker, right?
Yeah. Goblik guy was just telling us your feature matches are all foils. Yeah.
And it's not even the nicest deck in the room.
It's not the nicest deck. Is that what she was saying?
Oh, Mick. Okay, so I think he plays the Ataka's command here.
Yeah, just to get rid
It's
of
fairly
the
obvious.
Spellskite.
+1/+1.
Mhm.
But then
That would deal what? 6,
Six.
9 damage to direct to the dome.
more than 9, 10, right?
9. 9!
It's 3 from the Ataka itself,
And then +1/+1 for each
2
of
more
the,
creatures, so that's 5. And then that's 5 on.
Yeah, 6 and then 3. So yeah, 9 damage.
No,
Yeah.
there's 2 5-power creatures in play. He takes 5.
How are they 5-powered creatures?
There's
Curd Ape.
there's 5-power creatures. There's 2. There's a Burning Tree Emissary, and then
The
there's
Curd
a,
Ape
oh,
is
it's a
+1/+2. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. So he
+1/+2.
blocks the experiment one.
Yeah, you haven't been playing with Curd Ape in a while.
And does he have the combo?
Does he go off? Come on. Well, does he have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, he doesn't. There's
He
no
doesn't
way
have
for him
enough
to,
mana.
unless
Or
he
he Coco
unless he
into
caught
it,
into it, Coco's into it.
Yeah.
So people really enjoying the game, as you can hear from the background noise.
Jeez.
Oh,
I'll do it. Man, I am falling asleep behind the wheel.
yeah.
Okay, I
So
will
I'm
just-
very
that's fine.
curious what the red card in Vincent's hand is, but even if it was a
Was
ball,
that a chain lightning? No, chain lightning is not legal.
Not legal, no. But this is good. He is able to go wide. But it's also very scary for Vincent, right? Without Ataka's command backup, he has no way to say mitigate his losses against a double Finks court collector company.
Yeah. So you gotta be wondering, does your opponent really have a Coco in hand, which he probably does. I believe it should be a Bushwhacker, yeah.
I
So
think it was a
he's gonna cast
Bushwhacker,
it?
right?
Yep.
It was a
No,
Burning
it's
Tree
Burning Tree
into a
Burning Tree
Bushwhacker.
embassy into a Goblin Bushwhacker. Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
so
why
he's
not?
gonna be
Just
able to-
empty your entire hand.
I think that's enough, right? Because
Even if he Chords of Calling,
yeah,
well, if he
that's
does
6 extra power.
Alright, so
So he's
immediately
gonna go to
sacrifices?
6, and he makes 4 blockers.
Well, if the blockers do matter, so
yeah, I
if
think
you call a calling right now. Sorry, you Coco right now.
Yeah, I think you Coco right now. Q goes to 6.
You got 3 blockers.
Yeah,
Like
you block everything. Oh, but they're all 2 powered, right?
No, if you have no
Life gain, no things.
Yeah, if you have no life gain, then you're dead. Right? The accent is funny too. Yeah.
yeah,
We're here in Singapore. Yeah. Go check out our Facebook page. You'll
Okay,
find out where
so
we
Collector
are. 83
Company.
Club Street.
This is one of the best times to have the no collector company, right? Like nothing in your collector company. Because at least if you're gonna lose this kind of, like the percentage for you to be able to win out from here is so low You might as well burn one of your bad collector companies on it.
Karma.
Yeah. It's,
Man,
this is the giant karmic wheel of magic.
Dude, I've been reading the this book by James Su, which we're going to do on the podcast next week.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Magic the Addiction.
met James Su in person, and we had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very cool fella.
Alright.
I think it was GP Seattle.
Okay.
GP Seattle.
Cool.
Yeah.
But he's not one of
very
those
cool.
feature players that you see, but I think he gets around on the Pro Tour circuit quite a lot.
Yeah.
One of those
Pro Tour
recurring
circuit,
nightmares.
yeah.
For
I think he
other
travels
players.
a lot for his work, so he's played Magic all over the world.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
So
Anyway, back to the game. We have
what's in the Coco? Wow, another
It's
Hierarch.
two. Oh, he has the life gain.
All right, so
He has the life gain, but I think he's still dead to. He goes up to
no,
8.
he can sacrifice the things before
Yeah, he
blocks.
can get another life gain trigger.
Yep.
That's
And,
pretty good, but it's gonna decimate his board, right? Because
So-
everything on the board currently trades for what he has.
So everything is 3 power except for the experiment one. So the experiment one
It's 4, and the Dry Arbor is 2,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So
7.
those current blocks mean that he doesn't have to. Yeah, those current blocks means that he still has to sack them after combat.
No, yeah, the current blocks, yes. If he gives out the Viscera Seer,
Oh, that's
to
interesting.
the
that he's
Goblin Bushwhacker.
choosing to.
I think he can just block the Goblin Bushwhacker, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a trade. That's an easy trade.
Yeah.
But then he has to sacrifice the things to the Seer pre-combat.
So it's
So
3,
meaning that he doesn't trade for at
6,
least the
7,
counters on the experiment one.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Which means that his collector company next turn has to be really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does he have a second collector company?
He returned it with the internal witness.
Oh, right.
So
That's
I mean, he's still in this game, especially if he can draw something like, I know he plays a main deck Archangel of Thune, or at least he did when we were playing.
No, but the Archangel of Thune is not 3 mana. You can't take it out with
Yeah, he can't. So I don't think there are too many outs for him, even if he makes it to the next turn, because because of the amount of damage that Vincent is presenting, he has to block in a way that is unprofitable for him.
So decides to bottom the card. Not sure if it's going to make any difference.
Sure.
He goes down to 2.
He
Did
trades
for
with
lightning
those
bolt.
two.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sacking before combat. He's sacking
Yeah, if
before
he
combat damage
sacks
resolves.
before combat, then
Because he can always block and then sack it, right? And
Mhm. Yeah.
effectively having blocked the creature.
And then can block again next turn.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit loose, especially if you have something like Anafenza if you collect the company into Anafenza, exactly Anafenza and Viscera Seer.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, that is no. You
But-
still have the -1/-1 counter on it.
No,
so
because you bolster away the thing.
Man,
Yeah.
you have to.
So I mean, when you play these decks, you have to know how the ins and outs, right? And then
Yes.
you have to play to the absolute margins of the deck to squeeze out steal game ones like these, where a deck that is probably favored against you. Okay, so this is another Bushwhacker,
Jeez.
and
No, but he doesn't get to activate it. Yeah.
he doesn't get a Surge it, but he just cast it with the Dryad Arbor, which means that
No,
yeah.
it doesn't. It doesn't have haste, does it? Goblin Bushwhacker.
I think the Surge is just oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay, we better get a judge on the scene.
No, sorry, this is not Bushwhacker. This is.
This the other guy.
Can you just double check whether?
Okay, hang on. Huh?
Yeah. I forget what is it. Goblin what? Goblin. Rebel Master? No. What card is this? Somebody tell me. What is it? Yeah, it doesn't have haste. I don't believe that card has haste. So it can't attack. Does it? Does it have haste? Oh, it does. Oh, it itself has haste. Okay. My bad. So a reckless Bushwhacker. That's the card.
don't get +1/+0.
Yeah, okay. So you can't cast it for its surge cost. It doesn't get +1/+0. All right, okay. The more
So
you know.
we'll be able to tell whether or not they're supposed to be getting +1/+0. And he has the chord for the Fiend Hunter, which is pretty good.
He will be
the
able
he
to
collected company into Fiend Hunter. So he's going to be able to
yeah,
trade
he
off
collected-
against that.
No, he
and-
called for the Fiend Hunter.
He called it for the Fiend Hunter?
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay,
he,
okay.
managing to
Trade off
maintain-
against the... Block the... interesting.
He made the trade with.
No, I think it was a collecting company. Because he had a third blocker.
No,
so
that was the Noble Hierarch.
Oh, it chumped.
Yeah, it jumped.
Oh, okay. Wait, so he had a Witness in play? Didn't he have an empty board except for a Hierarch?
I don't know. Somebody please let us know. My parents have a Chinese accent. It's cute. Accent still so thick, even after all the years in America. Yeah, I don't think you can change the physicality of somebody growing up. Usually, the language, the way you speak, it's not very. It's hard to alter because of the physicality of your body.
So Keith
Anyway,
passing with Collector Company up,
yep.
and
Vincent knows that he's going to collect the
Vincent
company.
knows that he has the Collector Company. He's gonna crash into everything. Keith has to hit off the Collector Company.
2 creatures at least.
Um.
Or you could have Orzhov Pontiff. No, I
Yeah,
don't think
Pontiff's good. Any
does the
kind of
deck
life
run-
gain's good.
Oh,
He sees.
man,
I think
this
it's
is-
Birds of Paradise and Viserys here at the front of his hand.
Mhm.
Because the other 4 cards are lands. Very
Ouch.
nice looking lands, but lands nonetheless.
Wow. Okay.
But what that probably means is that he can trade off against the
Dry
the
Arbor or the
Whacker?
Whacker.
yeah. Oh no, the Whacker's what 2/2?
The Whacker's 2/1.
2/1. So yeah, so you can trade that way.
Uh,
So Vincent loses his board, and then it's Ape versus Fiend Hunter, which is favorable for Keith. So Keith might have turned the corner here.
Yeah.
And I think Vincent needs to rip
Vincent just needs
some
a
kind of burn spell.
yeah. He just needs some kind of reach,
Yeah.
which he apparently is not getting. He's got 2 cards in hand, so
And
I'm not quite sure what he
I think Keith
drew.
top decks a Sphinx. Is that a Sphinx at the front of his hand? No, it's an Overgrown 2.
Mm.
Keith having tricked out his deck completely. Here's another blocker, and now he's gonna be able to double block.
All right,
So
so
Vincent drawing thin.
1 mana card here would be very nice.
Yeah,
Is that a lightning
yeah,
bolt?
yeah,
Nope,
yeah.
that's not a
What
lightning
is
bolt,
that?
but it is a spell.
It's a Vexing Devil. Which, interesting. If you're
Not bad.
if
Oh,
you-
so Vexing Devil can push up the
Yeah.
experiment 1 to 4. Now we know.
Now we know. Definitely now we know.
more you know.
I don't think this is going to be good enough. Like, I think in this case... Look, if you're Vincent, do you attack?
No, you just pass the turn.
Why? Okay. you
Because you're just going to be blocked by the Fiend Hunter.
Sure,
so
but you
what
can bluff something.
You attack first, yeah. Just to,
Just to, And he
Right,
has
so-
caught for 1
Which
to
will
get
be
another
the Viserys
Viserys
here.
here. And presumably he's going to be able to play... That's interesting. Do you caught... Would you... I think you caught only if you can kill your opponent for sure next turn.
But we don't know,
He can't caught actually because he needs triple green.
1, 2... Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so...
But
that
how
would
much
be-
is better than being able to caught for something like Kitchen Finks next turn? Especially with Malira in play, it means like it's an indestructible blocker.
And right now, your opponent is...
Yeah, it's stumbling. He's
Mhm.
he's
You don't have the sack outlet, which means that you're still dead to lightning bolt. Though.
you still did the lightning bolt. You're very dead to the Taka's command, especially if you try and go off on your opponent's turn and he draws the Takas on his turn.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so
Yeah. So he's just passing back with no attacks. Now Vincent knows that he has the card in hand. So if you're Vincent, maybe you don't run the Taka's command right away. You just move to attack with your group of guys.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's what
just
he's
swing in
doing.
and see what your opponent does. If your opponent does call in the
Yeah. I think
both players are playing
Oh,
at the
yeah, okay.
maximum.
so. Yeah, Vincent drew a blank, and now it's up to Keith to decide.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll lose like that. We're understanding. We understand the players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down on the
So
we're
co-
players too.
Caught for 3.
Right.
It's gonna get Finks. Finks is gonna be able to block and not gain a counter, killing off the.
But in response to that, of course.
Is there Ataka's command? No, doesn't
No.
look like it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge. He's gonna be able to block the Vexing Devil, block the ape.
Ape and opponent's gonna go
Yeah,
up
and it's
to
gonna come back
5,
and it's
yeah.
gonna go to 5.
Oh yeah,
and
okay. So he's turned around
the
the
game
corner.
is out of Vincent's reach. I think.
Just leave the vexing devil. Sorry, just leave the.
I think you're almost actually okay to attack here.
You can attack with the Melira, I think.
No,
No, he just
playing
uses
very
to pass,
conservatively.
not sure
he,
what
he
you
has another
might
coin in
have.
his hand, so you can effectively gain infinite life. Maybe he's just
go
trying
look
to
for
get
the
more
resources.
information out of Vincent, like know exactly what kind of removal.
Wow, but that's
Vincent
a little
is
dangerous, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, if his opponent drew Ataka's command, but even Ataka wouldn't be able to kill him from 5
no,
to
not
0.
right now, yeah. Just gonna pass the turn.
So I
Uh,
think he was gonna pull the trigger here, or he
Yeah,
should
go
pull
look for the
trigger
combo and then just bring up the
here. Yeah.
murderous recap on the top. Yeah.
What could be bad for him? He could lose to.
Okay, so now he can. Call
Yeah, he
upon-
goes for.
What's the
call
score?
for-
Mikey. Blah, blah, the score now is
0,
1.
5, 10, 9, 2.
Yeah,
so he's-
0-0. The score.
He's
this
like
is still
what,
game
24
one.
years old this year.
92. Oh, that's
92.
my brother's age, man. 24. That's right.
Yep. Okay, and he elicits the scoop from Vincent.
All right. So
Yeah.
they're going to go to sideboard. I think Vincent. what
Infinite
he wants
life,
to
pretty
do-
good against. Pretty good against the deck with 1 mana 2/3s and 1 mana 3/3s.
Okay, so I think Vincent would probably go for some paths, and if he has skull cracks,
I think the relics are
Ability.
okay.
Relics?
Yeah, relic of Progenitus.
how would that be okay?
It's good against Kitchen Finks. It's good against Eternal Witness.
All right. But he's choosing to go for more damage to the face, some removal.
Yeah, the fog balls are good. No, he brings the relics in.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
he does bring the
Yeah.
relic in.
The Vexing Devils are a good card to take out because, against a deck with Kitchen Finks,
It doesn't really
the-
matter, right?
the
Especially if
4/3,
you got-
isn't that great.
Especially if you got like kitchen things and your opponent has a soft combo on the battlefield like we saw last turn. There was.
I think once the combo comes out, there aren't enough cards in your deck that can deal more than 30 trillion damage, so you can just concede.
No, but
Unless
the
you
soft
have like.
combo is when you have like, let's say Melira and the kitchen things.
Oh,
on the
okay.
board.
So without
without the sack outlet.
it's very
so-
good against the soft combo.
Mhm.
Actually.
So you definitely need some reach. On Keith's side, I think we're just going to see a bit more removal, some more life gain for sure.
yeah.
But in the form, what would that come into?
Yeah, I think on Keith's end, you bring in like Berenton Forge Tender that we saw. Maybe if you have another Spells Guide. But just anything that's low to the ground and that keeps your life total high. So Celestial
Yeah.
Purge is decent.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. There is the new card from Khan's that don't worry about the video preview.
Oh,
It goes
okay.
wonky. I'd rather have like the chat.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure that we can.
Yeah, I
keep
mean,
track of
someone in the chat said that we wanted a blue mirror, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there are any blue decks, if at all. I think there was
Wilfred
one.
playing the turns deck, or is
No,
he
he's playing
the
my
Lantern?
Jund deck. I
Oh,
don't
he's
think
playing
he didn't
Jund,
bring
okay.
any cards with him. I think there's one blue player, which is Alfred Wong, but we didn't end up featuring him because I think he's playing against William, who has had 2 rounds and under the
Yeah.
lights, and it's too
I
much
think,
too
yeah,
much
it's
fun
really-
for a young man.
But we hope that William will be back. Sorry, Alfred will be back.
Yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
definitely.
And we'll feature him on the first match, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys
And we're up to 74 viewers, so thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. This
Uh,
is on a Wednesday night, man.
Yeah, Wednesday night, no big fuss, nothing major going on, not a GPT or
Yeah, like
PDQ.
the Flight of the Concorde says, Wednesday night, like that's the time for business time, man.
a business night.
Yeah, because there's nothing good on TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So by
Busy-
business you mean
It's business.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's business
Yeah.
time. You guys, no, nobody listens to Flight of the Conchord.
I mean,
Come on.
I know the Flight of the Conchords. I just wanted to hear your
That's why,
impersonation.
That's why they call him business socks, man.
Business hours.
Alright, so while the players are shuffling out, I believe it is my duty to tell you that this isn't the only show that you can find on our channel on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. You'll find standard, modern, and vintage, our vintage coverage. Are you here this week?
Yeah, I'm
Alright, so
around.
that means we're going to have vintage. We only do vintage when you're around, because when you're not around, at the end of the day, it just becomes me getting to know my co-host. It very much more intimately. We take personality tests to go and figure out which
So,
language of love they are.
Will you say it's business hours?
Oh yeah, man. No, this is after hours.
After hours, grey
Wow,
yogurt after dark.
Yeah, bow chicka wow wow. So yeah.
It's not that kind of store, but yeah.
Who knows, man?
We-
you guys
we-
are going to change this partition. I don't know. I heard from Mark. You guys are going to change this partition.
Black
that
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're going to change the lights in the room as well to simulate more like red light conditions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
dimmer
Sell
conditions.
different kinds of protection.
Oh yeah.
Not just Dragon Shield, Ultra Pro, and Ultimate Guard.
Ultimate Guard.
Ultimate Guard sounds very safe. Like,
Ultimate
yeah.
Pro and Ultra Shield.
Ultra
and,
Shield.
Yeah. All the all the knockoff brands.
Oversized sleeves for those of you who are packing.
Oh yeah. Triple sleeves are perfect fit.
Triple sleeve is just bad. Triple sleeve is probably worse than
Why?
Then-
No, perfect fit sleeves,
Perfect
and then
fit.
the normal sleeves.
rib
And
for your
then-
pleasure.
I would like to see rib sleeves on somebody's neck.
There are rib sleeves. They're just called, matte.
Yeah, they're called matte. Yeah, with some texture.
Yeah.
All right. The last two things I want to tell you guys about. Just go down to the channel page. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get latest updates. And also listen to our partners, the Power 9 podcast. This week we talk about kids, and Ben loves kids. Next week something more relevant, but yeah, kids.
Yeah, so Vincent's hand looks to be spell heavy but mana light. I think that's a basic forest at the back of his hand.
It's a full art
And a
forest.
Boros Charm. Oh, it's a basic mountain. Okay. So that's still alright. Goblin Guide is going to get in for 2.
Yeah,
I was going to review Birds of Paradise of Keith's,
Uh,
the top of Keith's deck.
that's good.
And Keith looks to have a good mix of lantern spells.
Yeah, you can go turn 1.
Yeah.
Well, if he's got a basic forest, that'll be good. And can fire off that Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, I think that's going to definitely be ideal for Keith. It's just the way he's going to go about sequencing it, right? Especially since that one point of life can make a difference.
Kelvin's asking to restrict Gush.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think, if anything, recent results have shown us that while there's metagame dominance, it doesn't translate into wins. Like, Gush was the worst performing archetype at the NYSE tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Calvin's point is more that blue-red Landstill in particular doesn't become playable until you restrict Gush.
Well, that's the thing about
So,
vintage and
Turn 2 for
whole.
Vincent,
Talk about
and
that.
he has
Wildcard
hopefully... No, he's just going to attack.
all right. So
He's going to
let's
trigger Review
Anafenza on the top.
Anafenza,
see. Okay, so that's
which
one
is hard to
piece of
cast
combo.
off basic forest.
Mhm.
He's going to cast Burning Tree Emissary into Wild Nakato,
Does he have anything else to follow
and
up?
no other follow-up. But that's
Alright,
pretty
so
good.
just pass the turn. Yep.
Adding 4
Two
power.
Creatures, 2 creatures on the board.
2 creatures, 4 power to the table.
And we know that he's got Boros Charm and as well as a Taka's
Yeah.
command in hand.
If he had a
which means
Manamorphose,
can
he could cast both Wild Nakatos.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, I think Blue-White Landstill is the only viable Landstill right now, as of now, because of its ability to play both Landstill and, Landstill and white sideboard cards.
Yeah.
Canonist, Stony Silence,
I think
Source to Plowshares is very good against a Drowsy deck.
So what's the most powerful color in Vintage?
I think it's quite easily blue,
Yeah.
but I think Kelvin will argue that it's brown. Because
Shops.
brown also kind of takes into account lands.
Uh-huh.
So, because lands were light brown when they came out in the original set.
Ah,
So,
okay.
lands being very powerful, Bazaar Baghdad, Mishra's Workshop.
As we can see also, planes are kind of brownish.
Kind of brown, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brown.
if you're colorblind. So Keith, not making the mistake that William did on camera by playing out
he
his
plays both his Wall of Roots and
and it's going to be quite hard for Vincent to come back from this. He's going to need a lot of
he needs a lot of gas.
a lot of Ataka's command to get any kind of equity in this position.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he plays. I know we know his hand is Boros Charm, Ataka's command, and also he drew another Goblin Guide.
So do you just build your board right now and just swing in with the team?
Yeah, I think
Your opponent is
strangely
threatening to
enough, you can play a post-combat Goblin Guide. You can attack with everything. If he blocks any of your creatures with his Voice of Resurgence,
then go off on
you play the Ataka's command.
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't, then you can build your board with the 2/1 drops that you have in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think this is a great position for any one of the people. Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do.
All right,
He's
so
gonna attack with everything.
He's gonna reveal a Melira on the top. So he's got an Fencer and a
Yeah,
Melira
Kelvin
in
thinks
hand already.
the best color in Vintage right now is
Silver.
silver. It's only silver if you play on Magic Online, Kelvin. None of these cards look silver to me.
Does Magic Online ever use the old card borders anymore?
You can use the old card borders for some cards that were released in the old border on Magic Online. What people do is they actually swap the art out, and sometimes even the border. So they replace the files in Magic Online that pertain to
right,
the borders.
right.
Yeah,
And then just,
but that has been like, I don't know. It's a gray area, gray ogre, gray area. It's been borderline illegal, I think.
it is copyright infringement actually, and tampering with
tampering with that
the
program. I don't think WotC minds too much, but just the kind of precedent that it would set, right? And look, so we have the exact situation that we talked about.
Yeah, so
He is blocking with the
I don't agree. I think just man,
Ataka's
so he does
command.
Ataka's
Gonna hit him for 3, and hit him for another 3 off that.
and
he's
gets
gonna
to trade off gets to kill the Voice of Resurgence.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he gets a 3/3 token on top of this.
So I think Vincent's plan is to go wide next turn.
Yeah, just
Which
put
is,
in more creatures. He doesn't have the white mana. He doesn't have the fetch land to grab that white mana.
All he needs to do is effectively get his opponent to 4, and then hope to get a white source.
Yeah, and then he's got the Boros Charm in
So
hand.
I don't actually like the basic forest in this version of this deck, because the
Really?
basic forest is it's like a colorless land. It's like playing waste at some point,
Yeah,
because it doesn't cast any of
that's
your
true.
other spells.
You could have replaced it with, let's say, the what's that?
Temple
red
Garden.
green?
Play another Temple Garden.
Temple Garden,
Yeah.
or just another white red.
Temple
or
Garden here would have meant that Vincent would have dealt an extra 2 points of damage, because his Nakato would have been 3/3.
True.
And
Yeah,
it
that's
will
true.
also have meant that he will be able to play the Boros Charm that's in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So here's NFNZ. Well, you have to be happy, I guess, as Vincent, to know that your opponent is not playing Kitchen Finks. But you have to kind of be a little bit upset because your hand is still a bunch of clunkers.
Yeah, and
Obviously,
it's
that could change with a white sauce.
Just one white sauce is more than enough to
A white sauce,
quite easily. Actually,
would be devastating here. Overgrown Tomb tap, chop the tree, play a Melira.
Okay, so now with Melira on the board, right? He can't put -1/-1 counters on any of his creatures, which means that the Wall of Roots stops producing mana.
Oh no, the Wall of Roots is actually. We can't put.
You can. Oh no, sorry. No, the Wall of Roots is a -0/-1 counter. Damn you.
Because why would you want negative power walls?
Yeah,
That's what they
of
thought
course.
about in Mirage.
Yeah.
So
Way back when they were smarter people then.
make all our lives so much tougher. But
He's got a Burning Tree Emissary. I think he just
I
cast a
think
Burning Tree Emissary and
Keith is in a good
Goblin
position
Guide.
to win this game and this
set,
round actually, because barring anything amazing from Vincent, we're gonna be able to see him stall out the board at a safe 8 life,
and probably look for the
he drew
combo.
another Ataka's command.
Yep.
So
does he just swing in right now?
He can swing. I think it's defensible to swing, and the idea here would be that if Keith blocks enough of your guys, you can then command deal 3, +1/+1.
Get rid
lo-
of the
Get rid of the
The
combo
token, yeah.
pieces, and then the token then shrinks in power and then eventually dies to the state base
that is correct.
of the damage in combat.
Since the Wall of Roots is now a 0/3, any
Yeah.
Atakas command would
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
end.
So if you were Vincent and you had held back last turn, played the smaller guys, you can argue that he wouldn't be in a much better position because he has double Attacker's Command. He has
So
two
you can
turns
just
worth-
go in and have the Atakas command
Yeah.
once, and then
And
go
then
in again, and
Atakas
Atakas command
again. As opposed to, so yeah, it's one of those, invest now or
Or spend.
spend your money now. Invest or spend your money now.
Spending your money now does help to actually circulate the economy. You're not investing in yourself, but you're investing in other people.
That's
Right?
what
That's what she said. No,
that's that's what you.
no, unless you're.
So the government wants you to believe. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. Economists have
This
shown
is
it.
a
Come on.
decent block on
Yeah.
Key's part, knowing that the only thing his opponent can play is
Atakas command.
Attacker's Command.
Yeah, but the Atakas command still does take out the
Take out the
token and
wall. Yeah. And probably take out the token.
I think you
as
want to
a
get rid
result.
of the.
Do you is
You
there?
get rid of the Anafenza.
Do you play around mutagenic growth with your Keith?
Jeez, I wonder if you do.
So
Right,
it takes
so-
in the 3, pumps
takes-
the 3/3, kills off probably the Anafenza. Anafenza
You want to
is-
get rid of the Anafenza because that one's the one that can help to grow
that
people.
dies. Then
Uh,
this dies, but
He loses 3 of his guys.
He loses the
2 of his guys.
the
sorry.
Burning Tree
Burning
Emissary
Tree
as well.
Emissary also goes.
That should die.
That's a signal, and he passes the turn.
Yeah.
Next turn
yeah,
you can
yeah.
start building up your board, but I think Keith has the Collector Company in hand. No, it doesn't.
No, I
doesn't
think
look
if we
like
had
it.
collected company, he
would have
probably
fired off
would have
last turn,
gone
yeah.
with There's nothing that he made last turn that was so integral. So as Vincent, you know that the outcome of this game is going to depend on what Keith draws, and whether or not you find your red mana, your white mana
your white mana source.
before that.
He's still got the Wild Cutout and the what you call it?
Yeah, and he's Gavany Township, which is very good with Kitchen Things, not so good without Kitchen Things.
Mm-hmm.
What I found with Keith is that he does play at a very deliberate pace. The game that we played, took quite a few turns, and so Keith is playing, just constantly gumming up the board
Okay, so
Uh,
he's
and just making 2 powered blockers so that Vincent can attack profitably.
alright, but he
Vincent
does
draws
find
a
that he-
white card, which is just staggers because it's just making the fact that he doesn't have
the white
the
sauce,
white
right?
sauce
Ah, man,
even
this is-
worse. And Vincent should stop attacking here. He should
Yeah.
just play
Plays 2 creatures and then just
2
pass
sets
the
of
turn,
creatures
yeah.
and pass the turn.
You try to go white or try to find that white sauce. That would be really, really
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he can influence whether or not he finds the white sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always trying to find that white sauce. But
But,
I don't think he needs to give up any more equity to Keith
Yeah,
by attacking headlong into his opponent.
just get that.
I know it feels
goes the 2/2.
counterintuitive. You shouldn't be playing Goblin Guide and not attacking. But,
yeah,
desperate times call for desperate measures.
Do you keep the red mana up for the Goblin for surprise Goblin Guide?
I don't think it.
Since it's got haste, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so your argument is, do you not play the Goblin Guide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I think there can be some reasons why you're not playing the Goblin Guide.
I think
also.
your mana is quite pinched anyway. So you probably want to play the Goblin Guide because then drawing a white land means that you can play Boros Charm next turn.
Okay. Well, Boros Charm won't do much though.
Yeah.
It'll put your opponent down to 1.
Down
which
to
is-
1. So if your opponent, if he does anything, attacks with 1 extra creature, cracks a fetch land for no apparent reason. One of the apparent reasons that he could have to crack the fetch land is so that he can,
Gets the
activate the township, put a 1/1 +1/+1 counter on the bird and hit you for 1. But I think that's very marginal. He does have the fetch land.
Oh, hey,
And
hey.
This game is gonna be super exciting if he decides to. No.
Man, this game is all about
And if you're
skill.
Vincent, and if you're Vincent, if you draw the white sauce, you lay the white sauce, you pass the turn, your opponent cracks, and in response, you
and you just bowl him in the
just
face.
go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But he draws. what
Kurt
does he
Ape.
do? He draws Kurt Ape.
Alright, Kurt Ape is fine.
Okay, so Kurt Ape's still
2/3.
okay. 2/3 is really good against Well, Keith's current board, but with Gavany Township activation, it's not going to continue to be good.
Yeah, but I don't think Keith is in any position to attack at all, right? So
Yeah, grenade. Actually, Goblin Grenade, I've seen that come up in some of the deck lists.
oh really? Well,
Yeah.
once your Goblin Guy it's like expired use, then after that you just use
Yeah,
him
you
for
just
strap a grenade on
Yeah.
him and send him
use
off
the,
to
disposable underwear. Once you're done, you wrap the poo up and you fling it at your opponent.
That should be what is written on the Goblin Grenade as flavor text. Wrap it up in poo and throw it at your
No.
opponent.
The Goblin Guide is poo.
Oh, the
You
Goblin Guy is
wrap,
poo.
it, you wrap it up in the Goblin Grenade and you throw it.
at your opponent. Yeah, just to disguise the fact that it's a grenade, right?
Yeah. It's a different kind of bomb. A different kind of goblin bomb. Yeah,
It
so
could cause quite a shitstorm.
I'm not sure. Is the S word something we should censor on no.
No, man.
This is a-
Yesterday night
This is
poll was
a
like going.
mature podcast.
Yeah,
A
this
mature
is,
stream.
we are streaming after 8 o'clock, so.
Okay. So
yeah,
after hours.
after hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday poll
We
was
should play some
going
like
on.
jazzy music, Yeah.
They'll be copying too much like Frank Laporte.
Oh yeah, Frank Laporte does that.
Frank does like some, jazz music in the background because he's classy and shit.
He is a classy gentleman.
Yes.
How else will you date Melissa DeTore?
I don't know. With great skill and cunning, clearly.
Cunning, just cunning.
just cunning. Oh man.
You just
Slap
walk-
yourself on the wrist.
you just set that up for yourself. Like I can't help myself. Is anybody who's ever seen my physique will tell you I can't help myself to too many things.
There's too many goodies, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got 8 minutes in the round. This is
Yes, it's a very
going down
deliberate
to the
pace.
wire,
And Keith, this is my only complaint about Keith as a player is that okay, so if you have Vincent, I think your play here is to incentivize your opponent to crack his fetch so that he can activate his township.
yeah.
And the only way to do that is to attack with everything, right?
Yes, that is true.
So if you attack with everything and then but
No,
he
is that a
draws
white source? No, it's-
Reckless Bushwhacker, which he can't
Which
play
you can't cast, you can't cast
for
it
search.
with the search.
But even then,
He's got blockers for days, man.
if I'm Vincent, no, but he doesn't have mana for. Well, his opponent has mana once he untaps. So if I'm Vincent here, I jam with all my creatures. Let my opponent township and wreck me and hope to draw white mana and kill him.
Wow, that is like one.
No, like look, your opportunity. Okay, so your he's
Your
cracking.
opponent still
That's a
cracks.
Horizon Canopy. It's
Oh, that
Horizon
wasn't
Canopy.
a-
That's not a.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Hot dang!
Beep Storm,
Beep
G rated. Yeah. I know Kelvin has some kids at home who
Do they
are
watch Magic?
impressionable. They do. Their dad's been doing a good job of teaching them, I think.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
okay.
starting them young.
I know
you know.
Carrie has kids also.
Yeah.
But
Last winner of a Legacy GP was a 16-year-old.
Oh, nice.
Beating Joel Asset in the final. So a lot of children. They are our future.
Still watching the
Yeah, teach them
podcast.
well and let them lead the way.
No, but it's okay. I think the fact that you have it on TV is something that we don't censor.
Yeah.
I definitely do.
Okay, Vincent. What is your out here?
Come on.
Price of progress. Price of progress. No,
Nope.
not even price of progress. So what does he draw? He draws another Attackers Command, which is pretty good.
Does
Yeah,
it
I
let
think
him
it's
trade a
still
lot of
okay.
creatures?
No, I like the mode it has now that prevents your opponent from gaining life.
So you just wait.
So you're waiting for your white land so that you can end step Boros Charm him, and then Takas him.
Mhm.
And your opponent has a history of playing super conservatively, so he's not going to pressure your life total too much between then and now. So
Yeah.
you still have some time.
To draw.
And as Vincent,
something.
I don't play the Takas until I know I have white mana for the.
You gotta wait for your opponent. Okay, so what Keith's probably gonna try to do here is to end step activate the Gavany Township
Yeah.
so that all his creatures get +1/+1 counters. In response to that,
Oh no, he's going for it.
alright, so he's gonna go for it end step.
Yeah.
Just go
So
burn
what
him
what
for
is the fourth mode of a Takas command?
Uh,
Prevent
they
life
get
gain, +1/+1.
Deal 3
3
damage.
3 damage.
You get to drop an extra land
Oh,
this turn.
That's
Put an extra
fantastic.
land on the battlefield.
That's just wunderbar.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It's two reckless bushwhackers. Vincent's drawn very poorly. I will admit
Yes.
that he's drawn. He mulligan game 1, and then now he's just been stuck on mana for a long time.
Mhm.
But if that forest had been a temple garden, this game would have just been so different, right?
Yeah, exactly. The Wild Nakatao that went to the graveyard earlier will still be around.
So, what is your
Yeah.
opinion on texting during like feature matches? Because your friends could very well tell you what your opponent has in his hand.
Yeah, which is stone nothing right now. But
But I mean, that's the fact that it's still nothing doesn't mean that you should do it.
yes, I am against the use of
Are you just against the use of technology in general?
not the use of technology, but the use of mobile devices during the game. As a judge, I do try to enforce it that you shouldn't be checking your phone, even if you're, I know sometimes it's an important call.
and that's the
just call
kill,
judge.
that's the win.
Yeah.
And well played by Kitan, if not a little bit slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Not a little bit slowly, but
Yeah.
I think he
not
navigated
enough
that
lands, yeah.
that entire sequence very well, especially this game, right, where he was forced to chump block and trade,
Yeah, there
rebuild
was
his
some-
board over and over again.
It's a little unfortunate that Vincent did not draw his third land or any white source. But Keith, I think, navigated that very well and made sure that his life was in check. That he wasn't just playing. He was playing to all the outs.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for. Could you disqualified? Could you be disqualified?
Yeah, I think he means
disqualified.
disqualified for
You
using
definitely
your
can
phone.
be.
I think we had a situation last week where someone was asking for advice on sideboarding in between rounds.
Yes, that is true. That is also on
And-
grounds of disqualifications. And,
I mean, I've had it happen to me at a huge legacy tournament in Japan once,
what?
and my opponent is sideboarding, and then his friend runs over and then starts whispering in his ear. And I speak decent Japanese, but I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seemed kind of inappropriate, especially the timing of it all. It's like it's like his opponent was giving him advice on how to sideboard
you
against
should,
me.
Well, if you're spectating, you're not allowed to say anything, which
Yeah.
is why I think during the Pro Tour or big GPs, right, the feature match area is very far away from
of course.
other areas as well. Because
Yeah.
even small comments, or small body languages from people who are watching
yeah.
also give you clues on what's happening in the game. So
I remember
it's
playing the
very unfair.
finals of a PDQ or something, a GPT, where I could kind of tell what my opponent had in his hand because all his friends were standing behind him and looking and then reacting
like,
to every card. he drew.
"What?"
And it was actually turned out to be an advantage for me. So
Yeah,
you
so
know,
you
having
know what to play around.
not having your friends there was actually probably helpful.
All right, so we're going to end off the stream here, but before we go, just to let you know that this isn't the only stream that we do. Remember, on Tuesday night, we have SCG Game Nights. On Wednesday night, we have More Than Modern, which you have been watching. And on Thursday, we have Throwback Thursdays, which is the Vintage Playtest Night. Also, on the weekends, we also do some streams. So keep yourself updated with the Grey Ogre Games Facebook page. And if you want to watch some of the older content, do go down to YouTube and go and catch catch some of the matches there. They're all categorized in nice playlists, so just to help you navigate through that website. Last but not least, you should also go check out our partners, the Power 9 podcast, on which I am one of the hosts. This week we just released the episode on kids, so you can go listen to that. Every week we just talk about crazy things to do with Magic the Gathering. It's all in the descriptions below in the channel. But thanks for watching. Glad that you guys join us on this Wednesday night, or wherever you guys are. Probably a Wednesday morning. In America, it will be Wednesday morning right now.
Yeah, Wednesday morning.
All right, so thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next
It was a
time.
pleasure.
Tomorrow, in fact, we'll be streaming again, and this weekend will be the Modern Championship.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
here
can
at
win a
Grey Ogre
box
Games.
of EMA actually.
Eternal Masters, and
I hope there'll be a lot of people. That'll be nice.
yeah, that'll be
I hope
fun.
I hope we don't split again at the quarterfinals because
Do
people
you-
get angry.
So do you need me to do this?
I don't know. Do you want to?
I don't mind doing it actually. Yeah,
They say you're funny. They say we have some humor. Some.
some humor.
Only
yeah.
some. We don't have a lot of humor.
Not a lot.
Some,
yeah, just enough. Like
yeah.
too much humor, you lose sight of the gameplay.
Exactly. Which is what usually me and Jeffrey do.
Oh yeah.
or me and Ruben do. Like we
It's
we
just
have to
color
ask
commentary.
we have to ask the chat.
Is
Like
it-
what's going on in the game, man?
Is it sensitive enough to say? Is it like racially insensitive to say color commentary?
Oh man, what? Which color? White, blue, red, or green,
Hey.
or black?
Don't play color lah.
Hey,
Okay.
silver
Thanks,
color.
thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Just keep playing more Magic. Ciao.